So the game is live. It's going to be Ohana once more for this TBC.
And did you know Ohana means family, Kev?
I think Nerchio knows that. Nerchio always used to watch my shows. It made me feel really nice. Before he was famous. Now he's too famous. I told him this once. I was like, wow, Nerchio, you used to watch my shows, but now you're so big and famous, you don't watch me anymore. And then he said, haha, you know it's not true.
Nerchio's got such like a dry sense of humor.
It's really like both Nerchio and Beastie, they were always watching those Go for StarCraft Tuesday. Even if there was some big tournament going on.
You know why? Because they want to hear what we say about him.
Yeah, yeah, they like that. Yeah, certainly Beastie is really.
Yeah. Beastie, well, you know, Beastie was like he's tuning in if he won.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the moment he lost, he suddenly didn't answer me on Battle anymore. I was like, hey guys, I'm very good friends with Beastie, so I will ask him why he made those decisions in game. And then I get no answer.
Him, this player is ignoring you.
Yeah. Unable to connect with this player. What? But we're mutual friends. Think twice.
You go to call his cell phone. This caller has blocked numbers. Anyway, Kev, it's bottom right Nerchio, top left Morrow. I think it's interesting that we're playing Ohana so much. We could just credit.
Talking about the telephone, it makes me think of, I don't know, this is really silly, but when I read that on Team Liquid, I really thought it was the funniest thing ever. When Tasteless and Atosu said, when Alexander Bell discovered or developed the telephone, he had one missed call from Nesty. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. When I read it, I laughed for a little bit the rest of the day. Like, that literally, you know, sometimes
you laugh so hard that you're still laughing now.
Yeah. You know, sometimes people say, like, that made my day. That really did make my day. All day long, I was just grinning thinking about that.
That's how I felt when you said you saw a crocodile at Chili's.
Oh, that's what happened. But that's not nearly as funny as Alexander Bell discovering
Alexander Graham Bell.
Or invented, I should probably say. When he invented the telephone, he had one missed call from Nesty. Oh, I love this.
It's like two cans on a string, and then a little digital display pops up. One missed call.
Yeah. No, Nesty already had a smartphone, man. He had his picture there as well.
It's like Facebook updates.
Yeah. No other phone ever had a display.
Morrow playing super greedy, going for the command center first. Nerchio managing to kill that first SCV.
And he's doing quite a bit of damage on the other one as well. I actually think he's going to have to stop building that command center.
Pretty ballin' drone harass, but finally it's going to get chased away.
I think that's top 3 drone control.
I would say so. I would definitely say so, Kev.
You know how good it feels, man, to kill that SCV that's building a command center?
It feels so good.
It feels like you almost won the game already. I don't think that Nerchio feels that anything can ever go wrong for him right now.
It's like, you know, when you want to sneeze, and then sometimes the sneeze doesn't come and you're really disappointed.
I know
that's kind of what it's like when you're harassing and you don't get the kill. It's like you're so close, you're so close, you're so close, and then you either get it and the sneeze comes, or you don't.
Well, I never really made the connection with sneezing, but I know what you're talking about. Additional command center going up for Morrow already.
What
so
the hell? CC
Morrow
first interacts into third command center.
Super economical. I'm not sure if Morrow saw Nerchio versus Torzane, but I think Morrow is a player that's in general harder to predict than Torzane. Even though it's safe to say that Torzane had more success in the last 6 to 12 months. So I don't think that Torzane really minds that people can predict him sometimes.
Nerchio drops double gas, so that makes me feel immediately like he's got something kind of aggressive planned. This is a fast double gas off of just 25 drones. There's also no third hatch anywhere.
Nerchio has no idea what's going on in the main base of Morrow, though. I don't think he's really gonna do something with this, man. He still has 16, almost has 16 workers on his middle line. We'll see what Nerchio's
we'll see. I mean, it's not unfathomable. He actually is sitting at another drone, so I guess he will just take a third base. It's not unfathomable that he does just that.
Only 4 Zerglings on the map, and I think that Morrow's going to try to make something happen over here, perhaps even try to make a bunker.
Yeah, that would be very annoying, and I think very smart. I had this happen to me in one of my ladder games recently, and I was like, wow. And the guy went CC first, and
but you stumped it, Ben.
No, actually,
Ben, you
lost.
stumped it. Always say that you stumped it.
I got crushed, man.
No. I've told you this, Ben.
It was not like your game against MMA, where you won the 55-minute macro game, where you were just 3 steps ahead the whole time.
Yeah. You just couldn't keep up with my multitasking.
Yeah. You were way too fast for him. Nerchio's reacting to this very nicely, though. Spots it, sends the queens down, and
Yeah,
is
very
actually
nice
going to corner
defense.
this little group of units.
For the people who have no idea what we're talking about, I void Ray all in MMA once. That was definitely.
Yeah, and then you transitioned into mass bases, mass macro play. Your all-in failed. He defended it beautifully, but you still came back and won through superior mechanics and decision-making.
That's not really how it went, man. The all-in just worked, because void Ray all-in is the best thing there is.
Metalopolis. Yeah, Metalopolis.
We see this team being researched right now in the first Rex, on the tech lab on this Rex over here for Morrow. Morrow still has a triple orbital in his main base. I don't think that... No, Nerchio's still completely unaware of this, man. And I think that might actually hunt him in the long run a little bit. Morrow also dropping those engineering bases around 3 or 4 minutes quicker than Goody did it. Goody did it at the 12-minute mark, and Morrow's doing it at the 8-minute mark right now.
Yeah, and it's actually ahead of any Evo chambers from Nerchio, so he's going to have a very nice upgraded lead.
You know, we both have a lot of friends in the European scene, but one guy that I really hope starts winning something again soon is Morrow, because I just feel that he's such a good RTS player, and he's so talented, and he's also a very nice guy. And it's just been such a long time since Morrow really left a big splash on, well, any scene, but also the European scene.
I honestly wonder how much he's been practicing, because I feel like when Morrow's practicing a lot, he's winning.
I think he is practicing a lot, because Morrow's not the type of guy who said he's practicing a lot when he's not. And he said he's always been playing a lot. But WCS Sweden went quite unsuccessfully for him. I think he finished, well, top 8, maybe between 5 and 8 or 6, 7, something like that. But at least no top 3 finish for Morrow, not even a top 5 finish, I think. A little bit unsuccessful. Nerchio does finally get the crucial scout off. Viking really want to shoot his rockets, and he eventually had the freedom to do so. That was a nice timing, by the way, because he saw all these Rexes going up. How sick would it be if Morrow cancels like 5 Rec and throws down 4 factory?
I like Morrow's position a lot, Kev. He hasn't taken that third base just yet, but he's going to have so much bio, so many medevacs. And it gets an investor-centric style. I think it's a really strong way to play.
And his upgrades are ahead of Nerchio's
yeah,
upgrades.
his upgrades are going to be great. What's the army supply tell us? Nerchio's actually just even. It's just even like across the board. Nerchio has a small advantage because he's got a few more drones, but that's kind of offset by the orbitals. So Morrow is going to go ahead and take that third base. We'll see the Marine working on the Overlord there.
Look at Ben. The Overlord's so close to getting a speed upgrade. Woof.
Doesn't matter.
There's no escaping when Tom Cruise is looking for you.
It's the saddest Overlord ever.
Tom Cruise is like, I don't know who you are, but if you try to run away, I will catch up with you, and I will kill you.
Have you seen Rain Man?
No. No. Tom Cruise
seen
died.
Rain Man? Where Tom Cruise has the brother that's autistic, but he's really good at math?
No.
Why has nobody seen this movie?
Morrow's going to go for the first drop of the game over here on the left side. Nerchio is still dropping creep there, trying to delay him a little bit. Nerchio actually doesn't have any units over here, and he's still not responding. Steam is ready. He's going to lose quite a few drones here.
Yeah, a handful of drones, and the hatch is going to take some damage as well, but there is an infestor here, and it should be able to lock this little group of stuff down.
Pick him up, pick him up! Look! Ugh. A little too late. You will be able to pick up an extractor, maybe. No.
Oh, and a second fungal just because Nerchio really wants to fill that medevac. Yeah, I suppose that works out. He's got a lot of infestors in production. Nerchio's +2 melee attack on the way. He's also getting his Hive and his Spire. So, wants to play Broodlords.
I'm surprised that Nerchio tries to do so many things at once. Take a 4th and take a 5th base while going up to Hive, getting Spire as well. While he knows that Morrow threw down so many Rexes, and that he saw the timing of those engineering bases well. I think it's very likely that Morrow tries to hit a very strong 2-2 upgrade timing.
Yeah, I think so too. But I don't mind that Nerchio is going double expand here because
if you lose one of them, you still have the other one.
Exactly, because when Morrow attacks, he can't attack them both at the same time. Terran just doesn't work that way. So he's going to take one or the other, and then Nerchio is still going to have a 4th at whichever side that he doesn't take. I also love that Nerchio got Overlord speed. It's just so critical for spotting
you also make
drops.
your opponent quite paranoid regarding drops.
Something I've been doing a lot recently is putting a lot of Overlords and just like flying them through his base, see if he overreacts to drop while I attack it like the 3rd. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's basically a free mind game, so why not?
You know what I've been doing a lot lately, man?
Making Colossi.
Yes. I wish I was as creative as you, but 7 gate +1 or go Colossus. That's what I've been doing a lot.
Big scary push coming from Morrow. A lot of tanks, a lot of Marines. Big scan goes down and kills all the active creep tumors. That's actually the most annoying thing ever. Been working so hard to spread that creep, and with one scan, it's just gone.
Oh, nice pickup there by Morrow. Those Marines won't be that fortunate since those Marines will get swarmed. Nice Fongo over here as well. Those Marines are going to die, but he picks up a couple of infestors. Meanwhile, Nerchio is attacking the tanks over here on the left side, doing a very good job pulling Morrow out of position.
Wow, killer multi-pronged aggression there from Nerchio. I felt like he was making a mistake, losing a lot of Zerglings.
I felt like Nerchio had 3 monitors on that moment while he was controlling those units.
Maybe he does, Kev.
Maybe that's why he's so good.
Maybe he does. Greater Spire's on the way. It's 150 supply on either side. It's still a very even game, but after losing those tanks, Morrow's got to feel a little bit panicky. Where's Nerchio's army? There it is. Surrounding and catching a lot of Marines, and the medevac count is also quite low. One infestor gets picked off, but the other will be kept alive, and he has energy for 2 fungals, Kev.
Morrow, well, he's doing this pretty well. He's buying a little bit of time.
Man, those infestors spawning at the perfect time save the hatchery.
Nerchio so far with very good defense, and he's actually just buying time for his real army, but he's already hanging in there.
I think we can safely say that Nerchio passes the ZVT test.
Oh, this is the ZVT show after all. This is not the NASL Gauntlet show. This is Nerchio's ZVT practice for money.
And he is...
And money making he is. God, look at the map. It's so nice to play like this.
You know what I say, Kev? More ZVT practice, more problems.
Well, Nerchio might have 99 problems, man, but his CVT ain't one. I don't actually think that Nerchio has 99 problems.
No, I don't either. I don't think Nerchio has any problems.
Nerchio's life is just complete.
Look at this big Zergling attack. Infestors are in a really weird spot, though. That means some Fungal's going to be forced to go down. Third base of Morrow just getting completely ransacked. Nerchio doesn't even care about those infestors. He just kills the economy of Morrow. He's going to keep on rolling right up into the natural. Pretty effective little attack. Now losing these infestors, I don't know if that's going to be worth it. At the same time, Morrow is dropping this this expansion on the bottom left, but like we said, Kev, he's still got the bottom right, so he still has a strong 4-base economy.
I'm surprised that Morrow picked Ohana. I really am.
Yeah, I would have expected Antigua or Shakuras or maybe even Tal'Darim Altar. A lot of players feel like Tal'Darim Altar is really good for team.
Depends where you spawn, of course. I think cross map is pretty damn hard.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Finally, Morrow cleans up all that damage, but he's lost the command center in his third.
He still has a lot of SUVs alive. I feel that Morrow's never really able to get a proper army together. Despite having 97 army supply right now, he has a lot of medevacs. He has 10 medevacs. I think this is wow. Nerchio just intercepting another drop.
Yeah, man, he's just running around all over the place. Great map awareness, catching everything.
But look at his minimap, man.
Yeah, he sees everything.
How can you drop?
His vision is just perfect. Like there's
nowhere.
There's no.
He literally sees across the entire map. Like he sees everything. There's no. This is the only dark spot there is. This is ridiculous.
And this is the all-knowing Zerg player, Kev. And he's going to continue marching forward. His Greater Spire is done. He can start making Broodlords if he wants. He's also getting his +3 upgrades. So pretty flawless play from Nerchio. This has been a great game.
Oh, I really think creep has to be the most annoying part of it. This command center is going to run out of fuel soon. It's been floating there for so long.
I wish the command centers could run out of fuel.
Nerchio streaming in with a lot of links. Already picked up a couple of tanks and Marines, and now the Broodlords are coming in as well. There are just barely any Vikings on the map. Morrow has 3 Vikings right now, and there's 1 more Viking in production, but I don't think that he has an answer against his overwhelming Zerg army.
It doesn't look like it, Kev. Ling's going to just crush through everything. Corruptors supporting the Broodlords nicely.
Good.
And there it is. GG, well played. Nerchio with his 4th consecutive win. Cash and dim checks. Where are you going to take this money, Nerchio? Straight to the bank. Straight
to the bank, like all them Zergs do. $300 so far for Nerchio, but guys, there are still 5 more games coming up. This could be a very sick day. I think if Nerchio wins all 9 games, that would be a very sick achievement.
Just might as well go ahead and give him the trophy.
Yeah, if that doesn't qualify him for the fan voting, I wonder what it is. But Nerchio, it's far from done yet for today. I believe next game up is going to be Red, unless Red went AFK again, but I don't think that's the case. So I think it's Red versus Nerchio coming up, and after that, I promise you guys we're going to have some Protoss players as well. I want to see some Protoss action. So hopefully you guys do. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. More King of the Hill.